Welcome to the Peters podcast, and guess today I'm just gonna rant, because um, uh, I don't know. I'm not I'm not really feeling like a topic right now. Honestly, a lot of the things that I want to talk about are really up and down. So I'm just gonna talk about everything that I want to talk about, everything that interests me, and you guys can write in the comments on what you want to hear next, because I'm getting really tired of just coming up with everything. Um, and I'd like to hear what you guys think and what you guys feel. And yeah, beard struggle products. Go get them. It's down below. So one of the things that interests me is I'm into horror, 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 um, and I wanna make this clear as day. Saw is not a horror movie; it's a gore movie. Why? Because horror means that you get scared. It's got ambiance and it's like, rrr. Gore is just blood gore and it's there's some suspense to it, but it's mainly just blood and guts, and you know that's why I like some games. There's some games, horror games that I like Five Nights at Freddy's. When it was originally out, Security Breach it came and then it was just lackluster. But before, it was very much like, holy shit, you're trapped. And yeah, horror will be the theme of this. You're trapped in a space. Like if I'm to be here, and all I can do is go from here to here, and I got some doors, and like something's gonna jump out of me, then yeah, it's fucking terrifying. It's fucking scary, but uh, when you're just sawing somebody's arm off, that's not that's not no. There's a fuck it. What? Pardon me. Kids Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy costume. Oh, saw some guy in a weird fucking. That doesn't even look like Foxy. Fuck off with that shit. Um. So this is also the third one I've done in a video that I've done in a row. Um. The other two should be uploading as we speak. I was just about to check up on that. Fuck it. Let's do this one, and then I can call it a night until tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I get to do more. Because I'm super cool like that. Maybe. I'll see how I feel. But as I'm just scrolling for Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. But yeah, there's the other thing that I like to look up is lore. By definition, is a particular body of knowledge or tradition, something that is learned, traditional knowledge and belief. So, to say something has lore means that there's more to a story, like the lore of Skyrim, the lore of the movie It, the lore of Land Before Time. I don't know. I'm that old. So, what defines horror? Painful and intense fear, dread, dismay, astonishment, giving place to horror on the faces of people about me. So, I've watched too many horror movies that I'm immune to it. I remember I was watching It, the part one, the new one, not the old one, the old one. When I was a kid, made me terrified to go for showers. I stunk like crazy. So the new one scared me not so much. Not so much. So the new one, I was watching it with one of my exes, and we went to the movies, and she was really excited. She got really scared, and there was a whole bunch of people in the crowd that was like screaming and stuff. Some of them were screaming at me, actually, because I would not stop laughing. I thought the movie was ridiculously cheesy, especially the very end where they're in the bathroom, and it's the only jump scare that got me. She like turned around, and she's like, "Oh, it's not over here." Ooh, and fucking Pennywise finally comes up after the second turnaround, goes boo, and I'm like, "Why did that get me?" And I thought that was ridiculously funny. But I do remember playing games like Five Nights at Freddy's. What was that fucking Steam game? There's this one Steam game. Take your... Oh, he needs his medicine. Oh. I'm looking it up. Okay, so I played this. I was trying to record it. The recording would not record. Okay? But there's this game called He Needs His Medicine. And it's got very much like a Happy Wheel style graphics. Walking around. Did they update it? This looks way better. And I don't know what this is about, but it's kind of cute. But somebody wrote, "I hate this," with the fucking logo of it. So, I personally hated it myself. The Euphoric Brothers, they did an awesome job. Because it wasn't just like gory, it was actually like suspenseful, and like I actually like, ooh, and like at the end, because I was trying to record it, I was playing it, and at the end, I would have just let it drawn out, and I was just like a slack jaw, just because. By all means, if you want to Google it, Google image, "He Needs His Medicine" game. And I'm going to tell you right now, the second picture, if I'm looking at this right, and I'm not the only one who did this game. The Euphoric Brothers are... Oh, what? They finished the game and there's so many multiple endings. Oh my god. It That looks like ice cream. There are so many like different games like this. I got so distracted that I don't even know if I'm making a complete sentence because I just saw ice cream and I love ice cream. I love ice cream, but I hate it. I love the taste of it. I don't like the cold. Don't like the cold of it. Anyways, I do recommend playing it. Like, any YouTubers out there want to make that game, I'm looking, or like, you know, talk to Eddie VR into doing it. Like, I want to see him try it. This game is creepy as fuck. So, I don't know. The way I see horror is it's supposed to be suspenseful. It's supposed to bring me to the edge of my seat. It's not like, yeah, I can have a few jump scares now and then, but don't make them constant, because otherwise I'm just like, I don't have like a slasher. The problem here is there's too many different types of horror. There's like body horror, apparently comedy horror, folk horror. Actually, folk horror, I think it's called The Ritual. Yeah. It's another one I watched with a girlfriend. The Ritual. That one fucked me up. That one fucked me up. I want the Jotun water. I want that. That thing looks cool, but it's creepy as fuck. What the fuck? Anyways, The Ritual is a perfect example of folk horror because it brings out a traditionalism and then expands on it with horror, which I think is pretty goddamn neat. Found footage horror, which is like Paranormal Activity. We got what's that one fucking movie? Blair Witch. And the Blair Witch Project. There's gothic horror, which is not that much of horror, just vampires biting each other or some dumb shit and then they have sex. Natural horror, which is like vegan videos, I guess. Or 2012 or 2012 movie about the end of the world. Slasher films, they're bringing out like Nightmare and Bloody Beach. That looks sexy. The Record, I would say anything made by Rob Zombie. I want to open this. I don't want to see it. Oh, that looks like such a bad video. I want to watch it. Oh, Bloody Beach. Supernatural horror. The Exorcist, which gave me nightmares. nightmares for years. I was so afraid of the dark when I was a kid. Teen horror, so like Frankenstein and the classics, the good ones. So I think teen horror is like the romance horror, where you fall in love, where a girl falls in love with a guy. She doesn't realize that the guy is actually like a serial killer, and then she finds out, and then kills him because he's trying to kill her, or something like that. And then it's like every 5 seconds, it's like, oh, because she knows he's a killer, and she just doesn't own up to it. I was a teenage Frankenstein. That sounds like a good film. Psychological horror. I like psychological horrors. They can be a bit much, depending. In India, 1949, She Looks Darling. Oh, sorry, I'm a guy. Oh, she looks fucking fine, man. She's thick as fuck, no. If any one of my family members watches my podcast, I'm so sorry. I'm the disappointment, though, so. Yeah, the psychological effects. Brain waves were observed via functional magnetic imaging, study analysis of watching horror movies. Watching arousal in audience. So it does cause an arousal. Yeah, it just causes arousal. It can actually cause some people to get like a PTSD effect, and then they just become scarred for the rest of their lives. But that's what depends on the innocence of the person. Mine was gone long ago. And it just says for the physical effects, it's pretty much like they become less jumpy, which, it's good. Someone tries to scare you and you're just like, meh. There has been some censorships with the nudity, because I remember back in the day there used to be like tons of nudity in horror movies, and now they're just now it's just like ooga booga booga booga. Except for that creepy fucking nun from the I forget what's from. Where's this nun from? Okay, just tell me where the fuck, and then the bitch from The Ring comes in. Why am I fucking... Momo. No Momo. No Momo. Maybe that's also what I should touch base on, is things that people say are true, but actually are not. And if you can write down in the comments where the fucking nun's from. Amityville Horror, I think. I forget where that fucking nun's from. Oh, no, I didn't want to watch it. What movie is that? Bitch getting eaten from their bed, and not in the good way. Is that Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to touch base on, is the fact that people are making up just creepypastas, like the Russian sleep experiment, and then they become not true. they were untrue in the beginning, but then they turned into truths that are actually false, falsified truths. I don't I don't dig it, having to be told, having to argue with people that oh, you know, like Russians used to like do the sleep experiment. No, they didn't. And actually, it wasn't too long ago that I found out that it was false. I didn't really care. I thought it was a disgusting story, and I didn't really want to hear about it. And then, of course, there was the images, and I'm like, that's a weird looking person. Skinny fucking, you know, it's not cool. They turned, it's called Winnie, or yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and then, yeah. Anyways, so they just made this creepy fucking story, and it's disgusting. And then there's the Momo thing that happened fucking years ago that I hope never comes back. Scary. I like it when people make scary shorts. What's that fucking one with the weasel? Nicolas Cage. Movie 2021. Maybe it was in 2021? Willy's. I thought that was such a good movie. And I thought, because essentially what Willy's is just like a reenactment of, what the fuck is Pig? I gotta watch that one. So essentially what Willy's is I love that movie. It's a reimagining of Willy's Wonderland. It's a reimagining of FNAF. Actually, I had to look up too. Vehicle breaks down, blah, 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 blah. There's animatronics. Who the fuck is Emo? So, yeah, because you play as a silent protagonist. And the antagonist is animatronics. They had to make something very they had to make it very different on how the animatronics are coming to life. Like the animatronics in Willy's Wonderland are from a demonic possession, whereas Five Nights at Freddy's are from a scientific perspective. But I mean, plus you got like cool animatronics like Gus the alligator, Ozzy the ostrich, Cammy the chameleon, and let's not even fucking forget Nighty the Night. Or Nighty Night. Literally a night. And it's a comic book series. So, which I would love to own. I actually own a comic, and they might be coming out with a sequel. I hope they do. It's a lot like FNAF though. And I think that's okay. It's okay to reimagine something. As long as you're not stealing too much away from an original creation. Like Willy's Wonderland obviously took inspiration from Five Nights at Freddy, which should be coming out with a movie soon. Because they already have books, and by God, I want to buy the books. So Willy's is yes, heavily inspired, but there are significant differences. And honestly, I think that is okay as long as you make those differences. And yeah, like it's okay to reimagine it, just make it less cheesy. I actually didn't mind the movies. I thought they were all right. Personally, I think it's okay to have it's okay to create, and because I watch a lot of like indie stuff, and I think indie stuff is actually even better than the mainstream things. Even though some indie stuff does become mainstream, I think that it is still better. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, I keep talking about them right now, but they are the biggest example of something mainstream becoming amazing. And honestly, when you take something like horror and make it, indie, and then it blows up, it's incredible. It's honestly amazing to put time and effort, because I know a lot of those people who make something independently, like I am doing. I'm making things independently. I don't have a script. But I'm still, editing my own videos. Like I've got a bunch of projects that are coming up that are going to be great for the Beard Struggle as well as myself. And there's just tons of unused potential that people could actually work towards. And all it takes is one person to make something. Scott Cawthon made such, and maybe I'll touch base on the actual Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Let's see if I can break down. Holy fuck. No, there's and it gets so conglomerated and just confuckled, and it's just so I will take time and write out for everyone a complete version. Tell you what, if this video hits 15 likes, no, 100, actually, no. If you tell me that you like the video in the comments and you want to hear a complete summary of the FNAF lore, I will gladly, I will gladly talk about it. But as far as it goes, I will say that there's 2 games where they mess up the timeline, and that is Five Nights, FNAF 2, and FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So FNAF 2 and 5. Because Scott decided to do a lot of prequels and sequels and just throw it was pretty much like throwing egg onto a wall and see what sticks. Spaghetti on wall. Sorry, but they're fucking amazing games. I love watching them. I love playing them. UCN is the one that always gets me riled up, as well as Pizza Simulator. Pizza Simulator is actually one of my favorites. But I love how scary number 4's is. So the two that don't quite give justice to when the timeline is number 2, because they do have withered animatronics, even though that it is a prequel, which doesn't quite make sense. And then number 5, if you count FNAF World, which nobody ever does. So let's just call it Sister Location. This Sister's Location is nobody can decide when it comes around. Because from looking at this right now, it should go 4, FNAF 4, and I think it should go Sister Location, so 5. So it goes 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, and then 6, and Ultimate Custom Night. And that's my take on it. So I don't like Security Breach because it's not scary. It doesn't do anything for the, like, even FNAF like Help Wanted was even remotely terrifying, but that was also because you had a headset like this, and this is all you could fucking see. So, and you have things coming at you, and you think it's reality. It's quite terrifying. So, AR didn't make sense, but yeah, it's still good. Yeah. Security. Well, and security breach wasn't even made by the original person. I could get more into this, but let me know if you want more FNAF stuff. I'm gonna title this something about FNAF. Um, I was gonna talk about more shit, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for giving me your time. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Link in the description for more beard stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.